Hi everyone. In the last class we discussed about basic Hello World programming Java. Now let's try this quiz for this topic Hello World. The first question is which method is an entry point of any Java program? So answer is C, main method. Main method is the starting point of any program where execution will start. So the main method is an entry point of any program. The program execution begins. As we already discussed, here in Java, we write the main method syntax as public static void main string args. There are the multiple ways where we can write the main method. Next, second question, which is required for a Java class to be executable? Yes, just now we discussed main method is very important to execute any class. What is the difference between first question and second question is, here in the first question they ask which one is an entry point of any Java program. Here the entry point of execution or is main method. In second question, which is required to execute a Java class, means in a single Java program we can have n number of classes. Okay, so to execute each and every class, to get output, to run that class, every class must contain the main method. I hope you get the difference between the first question and second question. You have written the main method in the program, but if it is a single class, then that is the starting point of the program. That is the first question. If you have n number of classes to execute, each and every class must contain the main method. That is the second question. What is required for your Java class to be executed means, if you have a class that need to be executed, that class must contain main method. That is the second question. Okay. The main method syntax is public static void main string array args. Third question, how do you print hello world in Java? Before that, we write in C printf, in Python print, but in Java we write system.out.println hello world. Okay, to get output on the screen, we have to use system.out.println. See here, this ln is works like a slash n in C to move cursor to the next line. In C, we use slash n at the end of the statement so that the next statement will print in the next line. If you don't use slash n, what happens? You will get output on the same line in C. But when it comes to Java, we are not using slash n here. In print, if you write this ln, then immediately after printing this hello world, the cursor will move to the next line. If you try without this ln, if you write two statements, what happens? The next statement also will print in the same line. Okay, here in system.out.print, ln works as like a slash n in C. I hope it is clear. Next, fourth question, which of the following is correct way to compile a Java program? Here the name of the program is example.java. So I already mentioned how to compile the Java code, which command we need to use. So to execute a Java file, first we need to compile. The compilation command is javac space file name. Here the file name is example.java. Answer is C. So after compilation, it will converted into the bytecode, that is with an example.class. That bytecode is in the form of .class file. Next, fifth question, what will be the output for this following code? Public class example, main method, and they declare two variables. 10 value is assigned to the variable A, 20 value is assigned to variable B, and in system.out.println we are just adding these two variables A plus B. When you are using this plus operator between two integers, here A contains 10, B contains 20, means you are adding two integers. When you are using plus operator between two integers, it will act as a plus operator, addition operator. The addition of two numbers is 30. Okay. Answer for this question is B. So if you use any string here, A equal to hello, B equal to world. If you use A plus B, then it will concatenate, means it will combine the two words hello and world, and it will print hello world. But here it will not print 10, 20 because it is both 10 and 20 are integers numbers. The plus operator will work for the integers as an addition operator. Okay, that's why you'll get output as 30. This is all we discussed in the last class, and we have tried the quiz for this previous topic. Now in today's class, we will discuss the new topic called how to set path in Java. The next topic is how this hello world program will work internally. What happens at compile time? What happens at runtime? So, you know the code which we are writing, that is nothing but source code or else Java code. You need to save it with an extension of .java. Yes, you have written the code and you saved with the file name simple, and you have given an extension .java to make it as a Java file. Now you have a Java file. What is the next step? You need to check whether is there any error in your code or not. So what does it requires here? Compiler. Compiler will check this Java code and it will convert into bytecode. When this bytecode will convert it means if there is no error in your Java code, then this bytecode will be generated after compilation. Okay, the code which you have written is in the form of .java. After compilation, then it will be converted into bytecode, that is with an extension of .class. Okay, what happens at compile time? After compilation, the source code is nothing but Java code, will be converted into bytecode. This bytecode is in the form of .class file. Okay. Next, what happens at runtime? So now you have a .class file. .java file becomes the .class file. This .class file will be loaded to the class loader. After class loads this file, it will verify again through bytecode verifier. Okay, so first we have checked using compiler, and again we are using bytecode verifier to check again this .class file. Okay, again it will check whether is there any illegal code present in the program or not. After this bytecode verification, with the help of interpreter, it will provide a runtime environment. It will display the output and it is converted into the machine code. Okay, so first step is .java is nothing but our source code. Whatever the code we have written, it is in the form of .java. After compilation, it will be converted into .class file. This .class file is shared to class loader, and again this class loader is shared to bytecode verifier. Again it will verify and share it to interpreter. Interpreter provides the runtime environment and it is converted into the machine code, hardware. Okay, source code to bytecode, it will be converted. This will be done by compiler. Okay, next this bytecode will be converted into machine code with the help of interpreter. Compiler converts the source code into bytecode. Okay, this will happen at runtime. See here, what is this class loader will do? It is a subpart of JVM. It will be in JVM. It is used to load the class files. So all the class files will be loaded with the help of this class loader. After loading, what happens? This bytecode verifier, what does it do? It checks code fragments for illegal code that can violate the access right of objects. Is there any illegal code present in their program classes or not? It will verify it. After that, it will share to interpreter this, read the bytecode stream, then execute the instructions. Means it executes the code. I hope it is clear what happens at compile time and runtime. Let's see again. The code which we have written is nothing but source code. With the help of compiler, Java C command, we are going to it will convert into bytecode. After converting into bytecode, this dot class file will be converted into machine understandable code with the help of interpreter. So in between we have a bytecode verifier which is present in JVM. See this example. And here one question, can you save a Java source file with another name other than the class name? Yes. See here one point, if you declare your class as public. So class simple. Before class, if you have written the keyword public, then here the file name must be simple. You need to save your file as simple. Okay, if the class does not contain this public keyword before the class, then you can give any name. Here it is saved with hard.java. Yes, you can save hard, example, any name you can give to save the file. But if the class is public, if the main class is public, then your file name also must be simple.java. Remember this point, otherwise you will get an error here. So you saved the file here with hard.java because the class is not public. Here you didn't declare the class as public. Main method, hello world. Compiler is converted into bytecode, and here the class has simple, it is generated simple class. It will not generate hard.class. It will generate with the class name. Remember the point, which is very important. Hard.java is your file name. Simple.class is your class file, which is converted into bytecode. Okay. So for compilation, you need to use the file name hard.java. To execute, you need to use a class name that is simple. So observe here, we have compiled the code with the file name but not running with the same class name. We can save Java program with other than class name. Can Java have multiple classes? Yes. Within a single class, you can, here in this program, this is a single program. This program contains a one class, that is simple. The next question is, can a single program contains multiple classes? Yes, you can have n number of classes in a single program. Class A, class B, class C, n number of classes. You can include all these classes in a single program and you can save with any name. But there is no class should be public. If you declare any class is public, then the class name must be file name. Suppose if I declare this A class as public, then you need to save with a.java. If I declare B class as public, then you need to save the file with b.java. If I declare C class as public, then you need to save with c.java. This is the point you need to remember here. When you have multiple classes in a single program, you can use any name if any class is not public. But if any class is public, then you need to save with the same class name. Okay, so you compile the code, entire code. Here it will check entire program, not only single class. It will check all the classes whether any error is present in a program or not. It will check A class, it will check B class, it will check C class also. Okay. After compilation, if there is no error in your program, means if there is no error in A class, B class, C class, then it will generate 3 different bytecodes, that is A class, B class, C class. Okay. Single program, converted into three different bytecodes: A class, B class, C class. Okay, this is compilation, checking errors of entire program. Next, you compile, then you need to use a class name to execute the file, Java A or Java B or C. You cannot run the entire program. You can run only single class, either A, B, C. You cannot run all these three classes at any one time. I hope it is clear. You can check entire code whether any error is present or not using Java C command, but using Java command you can only run only single class, Java A or Java B or Java C. This is what happens at compile time and runtime. I hope it is clear how Java program is compiled and it is converted into bytecode, how this bytecode is loaded, and how this bytecode verifier is verifying and it is converting into machine code. Okay, this is for the today's class. Thank you everyone. In the next class we will discuss the next topic.